Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing some more The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And we're about to head into the Great Deku Tree to see if we can help him. But I kinda wanna look around a little bit first. Just look around the tree. And yeah, we've got a weird thing back here. I think there might have been one of these, like, behind a tree or something in the normal part of Kokiri Forest as well, but this is the first one we're seeing. This statue's one-eyed gaze pierces into your mind. Boing boing! The current time is whatever it said. Probably like noon. Yeah, the current time is 12 o'clock. So yeah, those things are weird. We'll look into those some more later. Anyways, let's head in. Inside the Deku Tree. So here we've got some more Deku Babas, but they're a bit different from the ones we fought before. Deku Baba, hit it when it lunges at you and it will stand upright. Cut it quickly to get a Deku stick. So yeah, you have to, in order to get Deku sticks from these things, you need to hit them when they're upright, and the ones we fought before were always upright. But these ones, you can kind of stun them there, like attack them to make them go upright, and then get the stick from them. But if you defeat them when they're not upright, then you get these instead. You got a Deku Nut. On the Select Item subscreen, yeah, that's how you equip it. Yeah, set it to C and try throwing it. It will flash and stun the enemy. So yeah, we've got Deku Nuts now. Could have bought those in the store, just like we could have bought the Deku Sticks, but we didn't need to. I don't ever use Deku Nuts, so I'm gonna try to find opportunities to use them in this playthrough, just so that you get to see them properly. Look, Link, you can see down below this web using C up. Yep, there's definitely stuff down there. Also, Link is already pretty courageous if he just walks out onto a big web. Anyways. So we can climb up this ladder. There's another way we could have climbed as well. And there's a spider up there. I don't like that. Skull Walchula. Be careful not to touch it. Yeah, so that's a Skull Walchula. There's a few of them. And we have a treasure chest here. What could this be? You found the dungeon map. Press start to get into the subscreens and look at the map subscreen. Blue chambers are places you have already visited. Your current location is the flashing room. Move control stick up and down to select a floor to view. So yeah, when you're in a dungeon like what we're in now, we have a very different map from when we're outside of dungeons. So this is the dungeon inside the Great Deku Tree. We've got the dungeon map. Looks like there's 2 other dungeon items to get, although I think there's only one other that goes there, because this dungeon doesn't have all 3 of the typical dungeon items. But anyways, this is the first floor. We're in the only room on this floor. There's floors higher up, which it says we've been to the floors higher up, even though we haven't, because that blue room is all one room, and we're in that room, even if we haven't gone up that high yet. But then there's there's floors lower down. And we can't really get through that web right now, so I guess let's just go up. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. I mean, I could, but there's Skullwalchulas on there, so let's not. You can open a door by standing in front of it and pressing A. Pay attention to what the action icon says. That's the green icon at the top of the screen. They had to have a lot of tutorial dialogue in this game, just because, you know, it's the first 3D Zelda, and it came out in an era where, you know, 3D gaming was pretty new. Deku Scrub. It will hide in the grass if you get close to it. Bounce the nuts it spits back at it. Alright. I'll do that using my shield. And I got ya. Ow, ow, ow. Forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold the control stick forward, you will roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work, though, if the cliff is really, really high. Well, try it if you are feeling bold. Wahaha! So yeah, this was a room where we had to defeat an enemy to continue on, and that guy also gave us a hint. So here, we have this floating platform that likes to fall when you go across it. But we've now made it to a treasure chest, so let's check it out. You found the fairy slingshot on the, Use C to take it out and hold it. As you hold C, you can aim with the control stick. Release C to unleash a Deku Seed. If you want to shoot right away when you first use C, hold down C a little longer to get a seed ready. Alright, well, we can't really get back now that that platform fell, so let's check out what's up here. It's a little treasure chest with a recovery heart in it. Not too important, but I'd like to get all the chests in this game if I can, especially the ones in dungeons. So if we look down below, there's not much we can really do down here. I mean, we can cut some grass and all that, and that gets us some Deku Seeds. You got Deku Seeds. These are small, hard seeds that you can use as bullets for your slingshot. And the grass comes back to make sure we can keep getting seeds. Because, you know, we might need to use it here in the room where we collected it. The slingshot, I mean. So, let's try equipping it. The green text there on the 30 means we have max ammo right now, our maximum 30 shots. Quit trying to get me to accidentally save. Anyways, so if we target that ladder, we can talk to Navi. Look, something is hanging up there. It looks like an old ladder. And if we shoot it with our slingshot, it falls down, giving us a convenient way out. Give me my seed back. Thank you. So I'd say we've conquered this floor. So let's try going higher. Now that we have our slingshot, we can shoot these spiders down. These skullwalchulas. Thing is, there's more higher up though. So we're gonna want to go into first person here and aim up. That should be all of them. So let's climb up to the top floor of this place. And we can move over to either side. So, what do we have there? That's a big one. Big Skulltula. Its soft belly is its weak point. Well, that's great and all, but I'll take care of that later. For now, let's try going this way. Try to fully explore this top floor before we mess around anymore. It looks like that torch was burning not too long ago. Alright. So we have a torch here, and we have a button. Button raises these platforms for a short amount of time, allowing us to get to this treasure chest. And you found the compass. Now you can see the locations of many hidden things in the dungeon. So if we look on the map, we can see there's a chest in this room. We've completely finished the second floor and the first floor. There's a chest on B1. And there's something special here at B2. Possibly a boss? Stop it. So yeah, that's some stuff to watch out for. The compass doesn't tell you where everything in the dungeon is, though. So first of all, there's clearly a way we can go up there. There's a big spider blocking the way, but we should be able to make it through. Just make sure to jump around it. And what is this? Navi won't target it, so we can't find out what it's called. But if we destroy it... What is this? Navi won't tell us that either. You destroyed a gold Skulltula. You got a token proving you destroyed it. So yeah, those are gold Skulltulas, and those tokens do something that we don't know yet. But we can see it on our equipment screen here. We have one gold Skulltula, meaning there's more than one. So yeah, these Skulltulas we can hit in the backside, and that destroys them. Now as far as getting out of here goes, there's bars here. Strong iron bars are blocking the door. You can't open them with your hands, so we have to find some way to open this blocked door. And we were told about that torch. So let's see if we can do something about that. Also, we have a bullet bag here, holds 30 seeds. Just thought I'd point that out there. The bullet bag is something in our inventory. I got a quit pressing B. I've just got to press start there. Anyways, with a Deku stick, not only is it twice as powerful as our sword if we use it to attack, it can also carry fire, although it burns away if you let it burn for too long. But if you light the torch, the door opens, and then you can just put away the stick to douse the flame so you don't lose it. Anyways, no matter where we go here, there's big Skulltulas blocking the way. Now, one thing you can do with Deku Nuts is you can freeze enemies like that, so if the timing is a bit tricky on fighting these guys, just use your Deku Nuts and freeze those guys in place. That way you can easily hit their weak point. And I failed that one, which doesn't really surprise me, honestly. I held back because I thought I would jump too far. So let's climb back up again. Of course, the Skulltulas are back. So let's take them out. Let's get our Deku Nut back. Link, please. Didn't mean to jump down there. Get rid of that guy. I'm not gonna go for that rupee. It's just one. So there's still a spider on this one. Our way open should... yeah, it's still clear. So let's try this again. And that breaks through the web. And we're now into the lower floors. We know there's a chest down here, which is the last chest in the dungeon. That doesn't mean it's the last thing in the dungeon, because of course these golden Skulltulas don't get marked from our compass. But yeah, we could climb back out of here if we want to, but we just want to climb up far enough to get this token. And then there's another one of these guys over here. Backflipping isn't good enough to let us get that token, but we can just jump from here. So we've got 3 of those so far. Now this button turns on that torch, which burns away that web and reveals this chest. So now we've got all the chests in the dungeon. And we can use our Deku sticks to move this flame over to burn some more webs. We want to go on this shallow part of the water so that our flame on our stick doesn't get doused. And we've opened a path forward and our stick burned away. Anyways, we can't really get over to that side right now. If we look at our map, this part of the dungeon goes around in a circle, so we're gonna want to circle back. I gotta stop pressing B there. Alright, so we've got another one of these guys. Let's see what he has to say. Let's see what he has to say for himself. Please forgive me, master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You will never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2-3-1. 23 is number 1. I accidentally skipped that. Do you think I'm a traitor? But yeah, it said 23 is number 1. And that's a pretty well-known line just because of how stupid it is. Why would 23 is number 1 help you remember it? Because, like, why would you remember 23? But, like, apparently people do remember it because it's, like, a meme now. Anyways, is Navi supposed to tell us about this? This strange thing here? No, she's just talking about the iron bars. Yeah, you want to shoot this eye thing with your slingshot. And that opens the bars. Let's keep making our way around. This room looks a bit dangerous. After you get in the water, if you hold down A, you can dive. I bet there are some interesting things underwater. Yeah, probably. We can't ride this moving platform because of this spiky thing. However, in the water, there's this switch, which temporarily lowers the water. So let's get over and try to ride that platform now. And there we go, we did it, we made it across. Alright, now to move on forward, we need another message here. Stand next to this block and grab hold of it with A. While holding A, you can push or pull it. If you stand next to the block and press A while pressing the control stick towards the block, you can climb on top of it. Pay attention to what the action icon says. So yeah, first let's grab it here and push this block into place. And then let's climb up it. Alright, so this room looks like a room where we need to light torches, which is why they're giving us Deku sticks. And that's it, that's the whole puzzle. It is the first dungeon, which they give to us, like, at the very start of the game. So it's gonna have easy puzzles like this. I mean, this game does have a lot of dungeons, actually. And that's why you want to use Deku nuts on these guys. Alright, now in here, I think there's a new type of enemy. If we go into first-person mode, you can see some weird things on the ceiling. Some, like, eggs or cocoons or something. I think they're eggs. And they sprout these guys. Goma larva. Look out when it gets ready to pounce. Yeah, so if you remember Zelda 1, Goma was like this giant spider thing, so these are weird little spider guys. But you can stop these guys from spawning at all if you just shoot the eggs here before they hatch. Looks like we've got more stuff we can burn, more webs. That way just leads to another Deku Baba, but if we look on our map... Huh. That's strange. Okay, never mind. Man, I always use B to back out of menus. It's so weird that that's to save now. But yeah, so I guess that's just a wall for now. Just a little dead end. Let's go burn this down. Now we can crawl our way through here. And this should make the full loop. We should be back into that room we dropped down into when we went through the web. And we are. And you see there's another web, but there's no hole above it that for us to fall down through. Like, no high spot we can fall from. So what on earth are we supposed to do? Well, there's another way we've been getting rid of webs, but first let's create a little shortcut for us. If we move this block down, then we can go back down to the lower area from earlier in the dungeon, and easily get back up here whenever we want. And that's important, because that's the only way we're gonna get fire up there, so we can burn that web. So we have now fallen down to the bottom floor. We've got some healing, thankfully. If we look on our map, this whole dungeon is basically done. And now we've got these guys. So yeah, if you notice, once we defeat one, he just kind of freezes now instead of runs around. And then it makes a bad sound when we get all of them. That's because this is where we put in the code. 23 is number 1. So let's get the second one going from left to right. The third one. And the first one. Why did I stop shielding? That was my fault. I don't know why I did that. Ah, no, he got back in there. Alright, how did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. I even gave us a little heart to heal the damage she did to us. But yeah, so why you need to defeat those guys in a certain order? Who knows why that's their weakness? And why they feel the need to give us advice whenever we hurt them? I mean, I guess they feel threatened, but like, I don't know, I guess that's as much logic that goes into it. So anyways, let's head into this skull on the map, where Queen Goma must be. And we are now locked in, and the room is dark. You can see some little pebbles or something falling from the ceiling. Not really pebbles, but, you know, some dirt or something. So let's see where that's coming from. Parasitic Armored Arachnid, Goma. So yeah, here's our first boss, Goma. so we can stun Goma with the Deku Nuts, but that only stuns her for a very short amount of time, and we want to hit her while she's stunned. And it looks like that broke my Deku stick. Why can't I get my Deku stick out? Also, Navi. Goma. It's one of the parasitic monsters inside the Deku tree. Its eye is vulnerable when it's red. Hey, you're finally going up on the wall so I can fight you the way I normally do. So yeah, when it's up on the wall, it lays eggs, which is nasty. So yeah, now these guys are coming. We want to get rid of them. Now let's try targeting Goma again. No, I want to show all the ways I can get you, but I don't want to beat you too fast. Get back on the wall, Goma. I'm not sure how much health Goma has, but I know that it's not much. Especially since I'm using Deku sticks to attack it. Not that I've succeeded too much. Oh, I've failed now, because I thought Goma would look at me when it's doing that. So I didn't realize its weak point was revealed. This is gonna be the longest Goma fight ever from someone who actually knows how to fight Goma. But I want to show all the things you can do, and I'm forgetting little details like it not looking at you when it's on the ceiling. Also, I'm still not sure why, like, my Deku sticks. Yeah, my Deku stick equipped there. Why wasn't it equipping before when I was pressing C down? I don't quite get it. But I don't want to defeat you until you go back up onto the wall. Target it, Navi. Navi, why is L targeting not working? What is happening? Navi, what are you doing? I don't know, I'm having some really weird issues here with Deku sticks not equipping and L targeting not working. Like, as soon as Goma started climbing up the wall, I couldn't target her anymore. Let's just keep her targeted. The way I'm dragging this out actually makes it feel like a real boss. Unlike when people fight her normally. There, see, I can hit it with the slingshot. There we go. It took a lot of hits, so it should be just about dead. I feel like I need to relearn the controls for this game. Either that or using a C stick for buttons is instead of buttons is just awkward, which could also be the case. Anyways, here we've got a special item that you get after defeating a boss. This is a heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. Your life energy will be totally filled. So yeah, now we have 4 max health instead of 3. And we can get out of here. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? Yes. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerous powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nehru, the goddess of wisdom. Ferore, the goddess of courage. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nehru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Ferore, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The 3 great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens, and golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence, and the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to Hyrule Castle. There, thou wilt surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast the curse on me. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is the spiritual stone of the forest, now entrusted to you by the great Deku tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous. Navi the fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi. Goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, great Deku tree. Hey, Link, what did you do? The great Deku tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault! Well, that's sad, and now we're basically being accused of murdering the father of all these people, including us. Does Saria have anything to say? She doesn't seem to be at home. Is Mito at home? Mito is very upset. Did something happen to him? So he has something new to say. I wonder if the other Kokiri have new things to say. Hey, what are you doing in my house? I have returned to the scene of the crime after I robbed him. What? Where are you going? To the castle? Where is the castle? So I can talk to these people for new dialogue. What? Where are you going? Maybe they all just say the same thing. Well, that makes things easier for me. They all say similar things. Anyways, so we can leave Kokiri Forest now. But I think we're gonna do that in the next video. So yeah, let's get that guy in the camera. Get him to spawn in. So yeah, we're leaving Kokiri Forest next time. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.